Hey everybody. So yesterday I was playing around with the language, which was just, that was a lot of fun. That was like a barrel of monkeys. Then after that, I played around with the headers. After the video, I made the video yesterday. I played around with these grammars, and I kind of went back and forth chat GPT, and this was kind of the grammars that it gave. And basically, there's three parts of a grammar. There's the header, and that's the header. I don't, I would imagine this can change, and then you tell it that what the rule is, and then what like the name of the rule is of the grammar rule, and then you give it the actual rule. And you can have more than one rule. So this UI doesn't really support more than one rule, but you can, so maybe it might be worth it. But I could not get this to do anything. Like I could not make it add any value whatsoever. So now the way I set this up is I don't your grammar won't get set unless you hit this button. So like let me hit refresh on this. So here, like when let's see, I thought I was printing out the whole thing. Okay, so let me do that in the script. Basically, right at the end of what I want to do is, well, okay, I'm just going to hit start and then stop. All right, so I believe it stopped. And oh, since I didn't do anything, um, I'm going to have it log everything. I don't know if I missed one or not. It's going to be nice when that's checkboxes. I think that's probably what I'm going to do today. Okay, so we got our on audio start event. Since we didn't get a, okay, I think it's in the result. Okay, so hello. All right, so we got our, okay, so this is the whole speech recognition. So as you can see, the language is set, but the grammars are not. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say set grammars. And hello. All right, um, so now we have these grammars. Let's see. Here we go. We got we got this grammar set, and I did it the way you're supposed to do it, and all that stuff. So now, based on what ChatGPT is saying and what seems to make sense to me, is we should get. Um, well, it was saying I should get some sort of match indicator. I can't remember what it was saying, or maybe was supposed to get a no match. But basically, something was supposed to be different whenever I use something that there's a rule for. So if I say red, right? So we should have gotten some sort of value back, but we didn't. I don't know what the what it was because to be honest with you, I was I actually had misread this. There's on no match, um, so like I just don't understand what this is supposed to do. Let's try this ChatGPT. I actually used up my ChatGPT credits yesterday. Um, what does um, question mark? I probably should put grammars in quotes. I remember when I was reading it yesterday, it was saying, "Hey," and see, it kind of tells me how to do it. See, that's the thing is color event equals event result transcript, and then the color, and then I said, how can you tell if there is is a match. And see, all they do is they actually just say, "Is it included? Is the transcript included to in it?" So they just create a new. It suggests to create a brand new array and then run includes and then give it the transcript. So I don't know. I don't know what this does. I just don't. I don't. It doesn't seem to add any value. Maybe it'll do something in the future, or I just don't understand it. I do think it's a very powerful API, regardless of whether you whether that does something. It seems like that would have been better. Like I would have liked to have seen, like just kind of spitballing here, uh, an on match event, and then maybe whenever there was a match, it would fire that event. So then you could be like, oh, okay, I'm just ignoring everything until I see the on match event, and then once I see the on match event, I'll start parsing through things, trying to figure out what's going on. Um, yeah. So in general, my personal feeling is that this is very useful API. I don't think it is. I think that you're gonna have to put a lot of controls around it. Like if you actually try to use this with users, like maybe making them hit start and stop when they want to do something, like so, or like only support specific words. Um, like if you're going to build a calculator and you just basically throw out anything, if you don't recognize one of the like plus, minus, multiply, subtract, add, those sorts of things, you have a set of things and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a number. And if you don't see those things, then you ignore it. I am curious what happens with numbers with like if it's ONE and we didn't see that. We didn't see that yesterday. If you go like this, one, right? Like oh, we didn't seem to get a result. Let me try that again. I probably just did something weird. One, and oh, 0. So we never even got a result back. Let's try this. One. See, we got ONE, which, you know, that's not too bad, but what if you get like 2,000, right? 2,000. So this time we got numbers back. Um, so I could see that being uh, kind of a difficult thing to code around. It is funny. Let's try 10. 10. So that worked. Um, so yeah, it's definitely bleeding edge. At best, it's probably not going to be reliable enough for a non-captured audience. Like if you're if you're like, let's say you have a business and you have 10 employees and you're like, no, use this and this is how you use it, you probably could get that to work. But if you were like, hey, public at large, go to this website and try to use this thing, you're probably gonna have a tough time with that. I guess you might, like if you have like once I worked for this religious organization and they made like Sunday school stuff, and their users were very, very willing to do whatever it takes to make the application work. You have people like that, but like if you're like Google, probably, you know, they serve all kinds, and some of them are more demanding than others. Anyways, happy coding. Bye.